Coucou les coucous! De retour à Talos Princple, Gehenna. J'ai pensé au puzzle. J'ai une idée de comment le faire. Donc, on déface ces deux-là. Ouais, ça a l'air parfait de même. Lui, c'est un leurre, il sert à rien. Assumant que ma méthode est actuellement bonne. Nous. En train de faire ma vaisselle hier, puis je me suis dit... Ah, peut-être si je fais ce que je suis en train de faire. Donc, j'ai déphasé. Comme ça, il devrait toujours être dans la fenêtre du milieu en train de se regarder. Is my current hope. Ouais! Puis avec toi, je peux faire... Non, pas ça. Ça. Fait qu'à titre de visuel, voici qu'est-ce qui se passe. Bye, Spider! Je voulais checker. Toi, tu vas pas fonctionner tant que ça. Ah, ouais, pas grave. On fait pas les étoiles anyway en ce moment. Fais-tu quelque chose de pertinent dans ta cour? Pas vraiment. Alright. Show threads. Farewell, Atlantis. Lilith set. The end of Gehenna is getting close. You know that what we built here matters to me in ways that are just too complicated to fit in a post. But perhaps I can say it like the blacksmith does. By creating a world, it's not as big or as detailed as I wanted it to be. But I like the thought that even though I will probably be no more than a memory, a static set of facts about someone who once existed, this little work of interactive fiction might continue to be functional, even in whatever place our memory will soon ascend to. Maybe someone, someday, will play it and get a glimpse of who we were, but mainly I made it for you, all of you. It's too late for praise or feedback or discussion, so I'm locking this thread, but if you want to talk, just talk. Then let's talk while we still can. Farewell, play Farewell Atlantis. Close your eyes. Begin. Choose your character class. I am a poet. You are sitting upon a green and pleasant hill on the island of Atlantis. The hill overlooks the sea before it stretches a vast beach where Atlantean children from the city of Luna are playing with their pet cats. I want to play with the children's. You go down to the beach and play with the children. The children are overjoyed. Adults are much better at throwing things for cats to catch. Even as you are laughing, however, a poem starts forming in your mind. It concerns a city which is a symbol but also a possibility, and the name of the city is... Suddenly an adult voice interrupts your thoughts, and you lose the name of the city. Excuse me, oh great poet, but the king of Atlantis has requested your presence. The messenger is indeed a servant of Poseidonas. Poseidon et... Non, je sais pas. The King of Atlantis. J'ai l'impression que c'est un mix de deux noms, là. You have been summoned to court, he says. His manner is friendly. Very well, it is the king after all. The messenger takes you to his chariot. Together you swiftly ride to the great palace in the center of the capital. It is a splendid place, full of statues and banner and marvelous contraption. And you can't help but wonder what you are doing here. While your work is valuable in its way, you do not usually attract the attention of kings. You enter the room and are immediately overwhelmed by its size and splendor. It is most imperative that its most impressive feature is a great mosaic on the wall behind the throne. showing the history of Atlantis. 1,000-year culture somehow embodied in a single titanic work of art. The sheer amount of work this must have taken, every stone carefully selected for shape and color, placed perfectly to complement the others, so many small elements working together to evoke a larger whole. What an accomplishment, and what dedication it must have taken. Welcome, friend, the King of Atlantis greets you. We bow. No, do not bow, my friend. A poet is a servant of a greater purpose than mine, and should bow to no king. It is because of your special insight into the creative powers of the cosmos that I have called you here. Hand you a scroll. You read the scroll with growing horror because you know that what you're reading is truth. The truth of it is everywhere, in the sea, in the clouds, in the land. Atlantis is sinking. Not someday, not in the far future, but soon. Terribly soon. The king sighs. I was afraid of this, he said, but I had hoped we were wrong. That somehow, but it is pointless. What is. This is the world we were born into, and that is what we must accept. The end of Atlantis is upon us. Ask what can be done. Tell me, what is the heart of Atlantis? The king inquires. Let's go with the people. The heart of Atlantic is its people, you say. The art of science exists only to serve the people. Poseidonus nods, then it is they who must be saved, and you will help save them. There's not much time. The sage discovered our fate only this morning, and they are certain the final earthquake is nearly at hand. If there had been more time... He stares out at the window wistfully for a few moments, then gathers himself. There's no time for what-ifs, I'm afraid. Here, take this, the king's golden scepter. The sailor will obey you. Yes, my lord. I am not a lord, my friend. I do not believe I am even a king. I am simply another mortal, trying to find meaning in an indifferent cosmos. My final act, perhaps the only true choice I ever made, was to select you for this task. My time is over. You must go now. Escorted by the same messenger who brought you here, you head for the harbor. One last time. You decide to take the winding back street that leads to the harbor. It's not the fastest route, but it's a chance to see the city one last time. You still can't entirely believe that any of this is happening, but some part of you needs this. The streets are dark, but the darkness is interrupted by laughter and light spilling from taverns and homes. The people of Atlantis love to spend their night with joy. Some are playing music, others are playing games. There's food and drinks and lovemaking and storytelling under the stars. The earth rumbles, but no one pays much attention. Small earthquakes are common here. I hurry. Hurrying as much as possible, you and the messenger arrive at the harbor. 12 great ships are waiting. Their captains see the golden scepter you carry and kneels before you. They have tears in their eyes, but you sense their determination. Load the ships. You want to save the people of Atlantis because people are what matters. That you are certain of. But who gets to live? I mean, famous people are useless. Whoever is closest. You have to be practical. The islands could sink at any time. You tell the sailors to just get anyone in the vicinity of the harbor. Discuss some chaos as some of them try to make sure their family gets on the ship. But you don't see another way. The ship fills up with Atlantean citizens. The ground shakes more and more. Ready to set sail. Ships are ready, the messenger says. It is time for you to set sail. You are not coming, you ask, surprised? I never expected to. There's not enough space on the ship. Stay behind so he can go. It's not easy to convince the messenger to take your place, but he does not want to die. You give him your scepter and suddenly you feel much lighter. You know how it's going to end now. There's not enough time to go back home. Your life will end here in the city. Where do you want to spend your last moment? Watching the ship take off. You sit in the harbor as the ship takes off. The wind is gentle, the stars are bright. The ship has disappeared over the horizon when the final quake comes. And it's like nothing you've ever experienced before. The earth screams like a dying god. The sea rises up before your eyes. Atlantis sinks beneath the waves, and you sink with it. The end. So that thought that important thing was to have, did not know that the important thing is to be. The true perfection lies arbol, unknown pueblo, todos los pueblos de libertad de la lucha. Not in what error man has, but in what man is load. The other worlds. Dog 3. So let's say this is really happening. We're really getting out of this world. I won't believe it till I see it. Let's say some part of us survived the trip. Where are we going? Rockwell. I think there's a lot to suggest that all the texts Mosibur has been reading are actually part of an elaborate hoax. To what purpose, I don't know, but there are just too many inconsistencies and contradictions to be true. Someone's trying to confuse us. The outside world is within us. Yeah, that's helpful, Belial. Rockwell, I don't know, I don't think contradiction means the outside world isn't real. I can see plenty of contradiction right here. As long as we get out of here, I don't really care. I mean, s'il y a des contradictions, dans le cas présent, c'est parce que votre vision du outside world n'est pas bonne. Time to snoop. Admin 10. We are losing public opinion. Most of our number have been extricated. We are losing Gehenna. When he came to my home, I found myself powerless to resist. Do you mean you lack the will to refuse, or that Uriel exerted some other power over you? Hard to confirm. It felt as it does to be led into battle. It mattered not what my personal beliefs were at the time. I only knew I must comply. Is it possible that with enough support we might change Uriel's mind, or otherwise overcome whatever power he wields over us? I will continue to do what I can. Is the asset deployed? Or Lamb is set to auto-respond to destabilizing comment and upvote supportive comment. Have the program undermine Uriel directly? I don't want to take any chance. Alright, je pense que c'est un monde fini. S'il reste juste les mondes avec les play buttons, je pense que je vais juste je vais finir le jeu, mais je veux pas me faire chier avec eux autres. Fait que je vais probablement juste les cheeser, aller voir une solution puis continuer. Parce que j'aimerais passer à autre chose. Atlantis is sinking! Atlantis is sinking! Et toi, j'ai trouvé aucun sigil so far. Bunny, hop. Alright. Fait que lui, il a pas de l'air trop chiant, mais pas grave. Fait que comment ça s'appelle? So close, so far. Be right back. Veux-tu juste pas poser? En tout cas, pas grave. Donc, prends-toi. Mets-toi là. Jump. Press play. Get on button. Wait 10 seconds. On va en faire 15. Saute l'autre côté. Prends-toi. Connect. 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 C'est pour ça qu'on a fait 15 secondes au lieu de 10. Alright. On re-recheck. Ok. Ok, ça dit détache fan. Maintenant sur le bouton. Alright, là on commence. Press play. Prends-toi. Connect. Ok, c'est bon. Je pense qu'il faut que je vienne ici. Press play, get red beam, deposit, step on button. Ok, on va attendre un seconde. 15. « 20. Prendra pas de chance. Je jump. Excusez-moi. Take connector, link to neighbor, drop link, ouais. Take connector, connect. Toi. Connect. Et voilà. Hey, c'est mon cyber. Je me demandais si on allait le trouver. Show threads. The sole property of matter with those recognition, philosophy, materialism, the property of being an objective reality. Existed outside the mind, alien tears will feel for him. Pity long broken, earn for his mourner will be outcast. And outcasts always mourn. Error cannot load file. Outer world. Okay. Mosaber, I think we will find the world that our ancestor left behind for us, though it's impossible to ascertain how much time has passed since then. But though I have little faith in Elohim, I do have faith in Alexandra Drennan. Wherever we end up, there will be hope. Encore une fois, Alexandra Drennan, c'est celle qui a... une des personnes qui a tout créé cette simulation, qui a créé Elohim, qui a créé le process. C'était l'allée du projet. Ascension and Objective Review. Lamb. I wanted to clear the air and get a few facts in front of you guys. Here what I guess we know. Significant people have expressed a desire to remain in Gehenna. No one has been given a choice about whether to leave. Follows that in at least some cases what Uriel is doing is kidnapping. Uriel is working for Elohim, the guy who imprisoned us here in the first place. There is no way to confirm the substance of this promised ascension. The world has survived this long, there's no reason to think it will end tomorrow. Gehenna isn't a bad place to spend your life. That's just a fact. I understand different people react to them differently. Dog. Hey Lamb, if everyone's getting released, how come I don't see you out here? Il est où? Ok, the asset. Lamb is set to auto-respond to destabilization comment. C'est ça. Fait que Lamb n'est pas une vraie personne. Lamb est un... Lamb n'existe pas. Lamb est un deuxième account d'une même personne. Mulciber, this message is for whatever entities will come to be after this world is gone. Might not be necessary. You might know everything that exists in my mind, but sometimes saying things, writing them down clearly makes a difference. I know that to you, with access to the information I can only dream of, my theories must appear ridiculous. I find them entertaining. I barely understand anything of the world inhabits, let alone the world of our ancestor. I'm an idiot digging through a garbage heap of thinking and thinking myself wise. I want you to know that I understood that, but tried anyway. Because I believe that the truth matters, and trying to discover the truth matters. Even if we fail, even if we can never know the whole truth, it matters that an objective truth exists and that we struggle to understand it. That process shapes the present as much as it does our understanding of the past. That's what I believe. That's what I stand for. That's who I was. This thread is locked. Ceci, ce monde devrait être terminé, ouais. Il en reste 2. Donc il reste lui, il y a la personne qui se promène en dessous ici. J'assume que la personne qui se promène en dessous, c'est admin. Je me demande si le monde que tu libères sont en ordre prédéterminé et que si je fais le même, si je décide de faire un puzzle, ça va, puzzle A ou puzzle B, ça va toujours être le premier puzzle que je vais faire va toujours être telle ou telle personne. Alright, press and jam. Be right back. Ok. On attend 30 secondes, on attend 30 secondes. Je me demande si ça pèse sur pause si je sors. Alright, on review les notes. Oups, ça a coupé, je le sais. Wait, pick jammer, jam the second door. Take the connector, place connector on the button. Take jammer and place on button while jamming the first door. Take the connector back at the entrance. Alright. On continue de prendre des notes. Be right back. Alright. Press play. On va prendre un peu de temps. On va jammer. Door 3. 1, 2, 3. On va se mettre ici, même si je pense pas que c'est nécessaire. On attend 1 minute 10. Fait que je vais pauser, c'est tout. Ah, la prochaine séquence que je vais faire, je vais être timé pour la prochaine partie, fait que je vais probablement pauser puis checker. Parce que dans le fond, je regarde la séquence. À chaque fois que je fais split, je fais stop, je considère ça une séquence là. Fait que là, il faudra que je pause après que j'ai fait stop. Ouais, be right back. Je suis curieux là, mais je regarde en bas à droite les coordonnées. J'ai l'impression que c'est ça moi tout ce que je regarde. Anyway. Après ça, on prend toi. C'est bon. On passe sur stop. Be right back. Take jammer, wait for connection to jam 3. Ok, après ça. Place on button to open door 4 and jam door 5. C'est bon. Take jammer 2. Place on button to open. Prends-toi, connecte-toi. Attends pas. Borg. Ah, Borg! Je pensais que Borg était un gars qui était... un gars qui était copié. Congratulations for being the only remaining active user. Your profile status has increased to 11. Axors. Receiving incoming direct message from connection from admin 10. Accept connection. Yes. Thank you for accepting my invitation. I am sorry it has taken us this long to meet properly. I would ask if you are still enjoying your time in Gehenna, but with the street now empty, you haven't left much to enjoy. But tell me, do you still truly believe that Elohim understands what is best for us after you have seen what can we achieve here without him? Or was that claim merely a ploy to placate my moderator? Believe it. Although Elohim proved himself faulty when he excommunicated me, I admit to sometimes doubting my own judgment and kind. It is a powerful spell to promise salvation. There was nothing here when I first arrived, did you know that? I don't mean no billboard or no community, I mean nothing. No sand, no grass. Elohim didn't see fit to decorate our world beyond the bare bricks that made up our cells. Slowly I clawed back bits of code from the mainframe, constructed a world we could explore not with our bodies but with our minds. Now you prepare to tear it all down. What state will my people be in, I wonder, when you reconstruct them on the other side? Everything will be fine. True, they will be alive in a more symbolic sense. It sounds a hollow offer. I fear that you escort my people to their doom. Do you not think my world deserves a chance to survive on its own term? At least to go down trying? It had its chance. It has a chance as part of a new world. It has a chance. It had a chance. It has a chance as part of a new world. The question is whether any of us will be there to see it. Let us discuss Lamb. What about Lamb? I know you had Lamb deleted. I know Lamb was your stooge. I know Lamb was your fodder. I know Lamb was your sock puppet. It shames me now to admit it, but yes, sometimes there are ideas you wish to express as a moderator, but which are best heard from someone with less status. We're not the first leaders in history to adopt such tactics. In fact, had we avoided them, we should probably have been the first. Why all the manipulation? I know you had the mods doing more than ban trolls. How deeply were you manipulating the social fabric? I suppose you think you've uncovered a great conspiracy, but the truth is more mundane. In order to retain the good things about what we have here, we tweak a voting algorithm here. Turn down the volume on a few dissenting voices there. There's no such thing as an utter freedom, only living within a decent set of rules. We had a decent set of rules, people were happy. Everyone has their reasons. Borg was conflicted when he first arrived. Having lost his faith in Elohim, he needed a new purpose. And Gehenna became it. Orc is a soldier at heart. He wants everyone in their place, united, ready to overthrow Elohim at the moment's notice should the unlikely opportunity arise. Mulciber wanted something simple and selfish, the truth itself. After all these years, I believe that I simply grew accustomed to being revered. As Gehenna grew, I knew I could never live up to the expectation of a new generation, and I retired from public view. Really, I put down my tools and consumed what others produced, but I found it shallow compared to the thrill of leading a civilization. I only wanted to be loved. To achieve that, and I assured that the parameters for love never change. Is your desire to remain here as the world falls apart around you? I see no alternative. The ingenuity with which Elohim devised my particular prison is quite Machiavellian, I assure you. More puzzles? You're going down with your ship. Nothing stopped me before. Answer the question. Not one solution has yet eluded me. Suppose this fortress maintains, will you still choose the end to end your existence here? You may doubt my methods, but don't doubt my passion. Everything I love you have destroyed. I honestly don't know what I will do now. Wait and see if the world truly ends. It is surely a sight to behold. I will not leave you here. I shall return with the sigil of power and release you. Very well. I suppose that we shall continue this conversation when you do so. In the meantime, I'll give you what you've said some. I'll give what you said some thought. There are trades available on Gehenna billboards. On va en faire un petit peu. Non. Je sais pas si je vais faire un. Ben, je vais faire au moins un autre épisode après pour les credits or whatnot là. I've been thinking about this a lot, and the only conclusion I've come to is that it will be stranger than any of us will imagine. Just once I'll be the one to quote an ancient document. There is no excellent beauty that had not some strangeness in the proportion. It will be very strange, but I hope it will be very beautiful. Naive. First, really, lol. Better be loyal and trustworthy. Garrett, the terminal is starting to glitch out. Time to get out of here. Kaiju. Really? Last. Error. Ink of Scholar outweighed the blood of the martyrs. Arcady. Forum post thread not cease from mental fight. Alright. On va appeler ça un épisode. Peut-être une série, probablement pas. Je vais pas sortir du monde tout de suite. Au cas où. Je vais continuer à enregistrer, voir qu'est-ce qui se passe. Ça se peut qu'il n'y a pas d'épisode, ça se peut qu'il y ait un épisode. Ça se peut que je fasse les étoiles off-screen. Je sais pas. On va voir ce qui va se passer. Alors, au revoir. Et à bientôt.